Alright everybody, we are on our way up north again, back up to Alpena, Michigan, which is my hometown. It's a pretty nice day today. You see these clouds out there, they're blowing through. Once soon as you get north of here, it is blue sky as far as the eye can see. So it should be a good day for flight. We'll hop up in the air and we'll talk about what we got going on in Alpena. Talk to you in a bit.
16 Delta Romeo will run a tower. Flight runway heading for now, runway 5, clear for takeoff, wind 02013, gust on 7, caution wing turbulence.
Clear for takeoff 5, runway heading, Mooney 16 Delta Romeo. Full power, engine is good, airspeed's alive. 64 knots and rotate. Positive ready, gear up. 90 and flaps up.
Mooney 6 Delta Romeo, you can proceed on course to the north.
On course, Mooney 16 Delta Romeo. That's your headset. Oh, big bird flock, holy.
I can barely hear anything.
Detroit approach, Mooney 16 Delta Romeo.
Who's calling?
That's Mooney 16 Delta Romeo, about 1 mile east of Salem, climbing through 3,800, going up to 4,500. Like pick up flight following to Alpena.
Mooney 16 Delta Romeo, squawk 4145.
4145, and I made a mistake there. I'm actually going up to 5,500, Mooney 16 Delta Romeo.
Okay, thanks. Mooney 16 Delta Romeo, your radar contact 5 miles north of the Salem VOR, altitude indicates 4,800, metro altimeter 3021.
3021, altitude checks, Mooney 16 Delta Romeo. Alright, so we are leveled out in cruise here. I'm going retro peak for the time being. We are indicating about 138 knots, indicated airspeed. Let's see what we got for outside air temperature, 65 degrees, so let's calculate true airspeed here. True airspeed, 153 knots.
This is gonna be a buggy trip.
Yeah, I should have brought the stuff for cleaning the windshield.
And there, and there, and there, and
Yeah.
all along the wing.
Has your hearing improved any?
Yeah, sort of. I have the sound all the way up. I can hear you better than I can hear myself, and I can hear you better than I can hear the radio.
Okay. If we try this,
I normally have it 3 clicks down from.
All right, I'm gonna switch it to mono. How about that?
It's the same, it's just on one side.
Okay.
It's just really staticky.
Huh, that's weird. Hope it's not affecting the cameras. Don't give a shit about you. I just don't.
I will live with it, it's fine. If there's an emergency, speak really loudly.
All right. All right, we're up at cruise. I mentioned we'd talk in the air about what we got going on up in Alpena. So I'm from Alpena, Michigan, which is a town in northern Michigan, and up there, deer hunting is a big thing, and it's really a part of the culture. So much so that the school system, Alpena Public Schools, where I grew up, was actually a holiday for the first day of deer season. All the kids got off of school, all the teachers got off, and that's mostly because everyone was going to be out hunting and call in sick or vacation or something anyway. So they just relented and made the first day of deer season a day off for everyone. So it's a big deal up there. And you know, in my family, my father hunted growing up, my mother and myself. We hunt up there on my grandparents' land, or my grandma's the only one still there. 132. She lives on a farm, so my mother grew up on a farm out in the countryside, and then they have another plot of land that's a couple miles away from the farm that's all wooded, and that is what we use for hunting. So anyway, the deer blinds that are getting sitting on the land are starting to get a little bit old. And
6 miles westbound, type in altitude.
for the last couple of years, well, up until last year, a couple of years prior to that, the one deer blind is probably the best one. Kind of developed a little leak in the roof and a little problem with one of the walls. So last year, Holly and I flew up to Alpena to work with my mom to fix up that deer blind. So we ended up putting in a new wall. I put in a whole new roof, totally, actually a whole new slanted roof on it. It was slanted before, but there's no overhang. So I put in a whole new roof with an overhang on it. And since we put a new wall in, the windows had to be, cut in, put back in the walls. Well,
4 miles westbound.
I screwed up putting one of the windows back in. I put the hinges on backwards, which was actually absolutely stupid. So instead of what's supposed to happen is the window, the window is what you shoot through, it's normally closed, so you can kind of keep yourself warm. And deer comes out, you take a shot, you undo the latch, the window's supposed to fold down and in, and then you have a nice clear shot.
080, quick vector to pass behind that
Well, because I was stupid, put the hinges on backwards, it comes down to, instead of all the way down, you'll fold over 180 degrees so it's face down, it would only come down to like that far. And I went to take a shot last year. I was like, "Oh, here we go," and I pulled the window down. I'm like, "Oh God, no!" so that was totally dumb, and I don't know how I missed it. And worse than that, how did I get away last year without actually testing everything while we were out there working on the deer blinds? That's the plan. Head up. Mom's picking me up at the airport, or picking us up at the airport. Drive out to the farm, go into the woods, get the deer blinds fixed, and we'll be coming back home later on today.
I think the windows were the last thing that got fixed.
It was the very last thing that we did.
So, end of the day, you're over it. Your mosquito bit within an inch of your...
Yeah, no, that is true. It was the very, very last thing we did.
Shouldn't take long to fix.
No, it should be quick, as long as we have the tools, but we may need to. What I see taking a long time to fix is I foresee us going out there, having to take a bunch of measurements, going back to Grandma's so we have electricity to run the power tools to cut wood, and going back out there and actually fixing things.
You can't just take the screws out and flip it?
No, so that was the thing, what was difficult last year, if I remember right. I seem to remember that we needed to fashion spacers of just the right thickness in order to make it work, which is why I was like, oh, if the hinges are turned around, everything's flush and just goes in there. Oh yeah, because they're on backwards, dumbass.
You still got the deer.
Yeah, I did.
Was that with your bow?
Yeah, that was with the bow.
How'd you get your bow up with the window half in the way?
It was difficult. I actually had to kind of...
Half stand?
I had to half stand. I was like, kind of like this, yeah, half standing up, and it was really uncomfortable and hard to do, but I could...
At the right angle?
Yeah, I could barely get the arrow through at the right angle.
Your mom said she was eligible to win a deer blind.
I saw that. Yeah, those are really nice. That's like the ultimate, it's called the ultimate deer blind, and there's all these secondary prizes. So if you don't win the grand prize, there's other things like a rifle and ammo and heater and all this other stuff.
Who sponsored the contest?
It has a lot of sponsors. It's like half of downtown Alpena.
Again, that's very Alpena.
Yes, yeah.
We're going to give away a hunting blind, and everyone clamors for it.
Oh yeah, I should talk about that. Yeah, the ultimate deer blind is this god awful. Well, it's amazing. It's practically a house shrunk down to the size of 8 foot by 8 foot or something like that. But it has everything: siding, a heater, like a stove and a microwave and a television and a generator. Well, I don't know if it has a generator. Maybe it does. I can't remember. But a recliner. They actually outfit it with a recliner so you can recline. It is. Yeah, so it's crazy. The thing's got to cost, thousands of dollars to put together. So, but yeah, it's totally an Alpena thing to have the big prize of the year, the biggest contest of the year, being a luxury deer blind. So the raffle was held a couple days ago, and my mother won, one of the slots for the big prize. So there's some big party. I think she said October 16th or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
After the season starts, which is weird.
Well, it's after bow season, so I'm weird. By shooting the bow out of the blind. I think I'm probably the only person I've ever heard of to do that.
That's true.
Yeah, most people like to hunt in tree stands.
Stands, yeah.
Where our blind is, it's up on that hill, so it's practically a tree stand. I don't see any reason I should sit outside in the wind and cold freeze my ass off. Yeah, this thing ain't working. Yeah, well, it could also be that the battery's dead. I haven't checked it in a while. Of course, guess what? Guess when? Remember this camera not working? I had to buy that other one. Guess when it stopped working? Like 1 or 2 days after the warranty expired.
Of course.
Literally. Absolutely crazy.
Get the bug out of there.
Yeah, there's the nice bug. At the west side of the thumb area of Michigan. Or of, yeah, the thumb area of Michigan, Saginaw
Bay
Bay
City
here.
is
So Bay City
right
is right off the wingtip. You can probably barely see it in the GoPro. Once again, going up over the bay today, we're at 7,500. We'll be within gliding distance of the shore the whole time. And the thumb of Michigan over there. Dang it. Yeah, you'll be able to see the far side of the bay in the GoPro or not, but it's really not that far. But the nice thing is our path. We hug the right side. Let's see if I can just show this on the iPad without the glare. There we go. Kind of hug the right side of the bay for the most part. And then right where the eastern half of the main part of Michigan comes up, that's kind of we hug right there. So we're never that far off shore. So this is how far we are off of shore. Really not too far at all. You have the, and of course, you know, there's these little islands that I'd probably sink into, but, well, they look pretty swampy. We're not too bad. I think right now we're all of like 2 miles away from shore. There's always a cool little point down there. It's like almost perfect.
South of Charlevoix, go ahead.
Huron Breeze Golf Course.
Centurion 5, 902, Minneapolis. 7, thank you.
And Minneapolis Center, Mooney 16 Delta Romeo, 7,500.
Mooney 16 Delta Romeo, Minneapolis Center, low, Alpena, altimeter 3028.
3028, Mooney 16 Delta Romeo. Crap, that was short. Ah, screw it, I'll just taxi down. Rather than jamming on the brakes. Alrighty, we made it to Alpena. Ooh, chilly up. Feels nice. I forgot how long it was down to this. Probably should have turned
You
around.
should have landed long.
Yeah. Well, at first I was thinking of landing it short and turning it around. Then
yeah, that's what you usually do.
I feel like jamming on the brakes. All right, we made it to Alpena. Ma should be here to pick us up. We're gonna hop in the car, head out towards the farm, get in the woods, and try and get that deer blind fixed. Probably take you along for that. Show you out in the wooded area. Hopefully the mosquitoes aren't too bad today.
They will be. They will be.
Yeah. Apple orchard is starting to look pretty good. Look at those. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Should be pretty good.
This is Macintosh. This one, we're not sure what it is, and this one, but Grandma likes these. I always do. Is it bitter?
No, good.
But you want it to apple picker so they don't bruise, they'll last longer.
Yep.